I'm your host, Anias Quintella. I'm here today with two local artists, Karolina Tumilowicz and Michaela Dannenbrink. How are you today, ladies?
Doing well.
Doing great.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about yourselves?
Well, my name is Michaela, and I'm an artist here in Tucson. I'm studying painting at the U of A, and I'm getting my BFA in December, actually, so I'm super excited about that.
Congrats.
Yeah.
And I'm Karolina. I'm also a local Tucson artist. I'm a painter. I do mostly abstract works. I deal with things like duration, concealment. I've been Tucson local for the past 12 years, and I'm also going to be graduating from the university this December.
Awesome. What led you to like your artist style?
I've been painting since I was a kid, drawing since I was a kid, but recently a professor came to the U of A, Audra Graziano, and she kind of helped me find that style. I think she helped me move away from like that traditional just like landscape and portraiture that I was doing, and working away from like photorealism and starting to go more abstract and work from what was kind of close to me, which is nature and abstraction using watercolor and mapping imagery and that type of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what would you say led you to your style?
Oh God, I had such a hard time starting off as an artist. I was so uncomfortable with the idea of abstraction and everything like that. I thought that like art was all about depicting, people, places, things. And I had a professor when I went to ASU for a couple of years, and he gave me a little squeegee that I still have to this day. And he's like, you know what, just paint, go for it. I remember the first abstract thing I painted a self-portrait. It's probably the worst thing I've ever painted. Hopefully no one ever sees that. But from there, I became more comfortable with it. So I'd really have to credit to him. He was a great guy, and this is for you, Mr. Obuck. Yeah.
Awesome. What would you say that you like about being an artist in Tucson?
I would say that the community here, it's super supportive, it's super tight-knit. There's always something happening in Tucson. Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, there's always a show, there's something going on, and it's great to be able to go to these things, meet new people, but at the same time you still see familiar faces and everyone's supporting everyone else, regardless of if you have a large show, a small show. It's a super supportive community, and everyone's very creative. It's very loving, I'd say.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think about being an artist in Tucson?
I think that my favorite thing is that it's a large enough town that you have a wide variety of artists and a wide variety of museums, but at the same time, it's small enough that you have like a lot of opportunities. I've been an intern at MoCA, the Museum of Contemporary Art, and I've learned a lot from them. I've also interned at Tucson Museum of Art as well, and I think that just having like a small enough community where there's a lot of opportunities like that is what's important to me.
So speaking of shows, what do you ladies have going on right now?
So we have a show coming up. It's going to be on November 18th down at Exploded View. Me, Michaela, and Noah Nixon, another local artist, will be exhibiting paintings, drawings, sculptures, things of that nature. We're pretty excited. It's something that we've been working towards. We share a semi-private studio. There's 4 artists actually, but the 3 of us will be showing. And we've just been creating a lot of work, so we have that show coming up, and I think we're all pretty prepared. I'd like to think that we're all prepared.
Yeah. That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
What can people expect to see if they go to your show?
There's going to be a wide variety of everything. Karolina and I, we're both abstract painters, but I work primarily on paper, and I use watercolor, and she does like more geometric, brightly colored pieces, and they're huge. They're on big canvases and boards. They're beautiful. And then Noah, he uses like a lot of faces and a lot of abstract imagery on top of that, dealing with just a lot of like emotional issues and things. So there's going to be everything from painting to sculpture, and it's just going to be kind of everything we've been working on this semester. So
It's going to be weird.
Yeah,
It's going to be weird and great.
weird. Cool. So you can catch their pop-up show on Friday, November 18th at 6 p.m. at Exploded View Micro Cinema, which is at 197 East Toole. In other art happenings, Loft Cinema will be hosting their annual Loft Film Fest, and that begins tomorrow night. Loft Film Fest focuses on bringing world-class film festival programming to Tucson and connecting audiences with artists, as well as celebrating the unique spirit of independent cinema. You can purchase attendance passes through their website, which is loftfilmfest.org. And then I also, in honor of it being election day, I wanted to bring some attention to an art installation happening right now at the James Adams Hull House Museum. It's called the Official Unofficial Voting Station, and it's voting for all those who legally can't. The artist is Aram Han Cifuentes, who is undocumented to the US herself, and she puts on an installation as an objection to excluding peoples such as herself from central democratic processes such as voting. People unable to vote can cast ballots that will be counted and contributed to the actual art installation. And then for those of you in Tucson who can vote and still haven't, you have until 7 p.m. This was Ania Squintello with Tucson Art Talk, and hopefully we all survive Election Day, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5.